Ho, ho, ho! Epic Commanders. Welcome back to Chapter 5 of the Beginner Guide series. Right now, we're on my main account because it will be a lot easier to explain certain things in this chapter rather than the account I used to start in the Beginner Guide series. Now, if you guys haven't done so already, give the video a like. Consider giving me a subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. But we're going to be talking about chapter 5. So what this chapter encompasses is once you start getting closer to the 160 wall, or when you're at the 160 wall, or breaking the 160 wall, we're going to be covering a couple things. Now, in chapter 2 of my beginner guide series, I talked about the arc tab a little bit and how to go through the arc tab, talking about PvP. To the right, as you can see on my main account, there is something called Special Arena. It's essentially the same thing as Rookie Arena. You're using 3 teams to participate in PvP, but you're only allowed 2 tries per day, and you have to win 2 of the 3 matches to actually rank up. Over here, you are essentially climbing up the ranks or placements. If we go down to the bottom right to where it says reward info, right here, depending on where your placement is in Special Arena is how much you'll be getting, how many arena exchange vouchers you'll be getting. There's another place where you could get that, and where you could get your SP arena points. Now that converts into the season end rewards, as you can see here. It's also important to do this. You don't have to place high, you just have to place. Down here, if you place within the 121 rank, 121 or lower, you will get 300 gems. Still important to play. Like I said, you don't have to go that high. You're essentially accruing these SP arena points to increase your season end ranking. So you want to get as high as you can to accrue more points. As you can see here, depending on what rank you get is depending on how many SP points you get. Boom, boom, pow, nice and easy. Another thing you should be doing every day at reset or whenever you're able to log in, up at the top where it says touch, you want to make sure you claim this every day. Once it gets to 100%, it will not continue to fill up. So whatever is in here, you hit claim like this, and boom, you get your PvP rewards for Special Arena. It's not like the Outpost Defense rewards where it rolls over if you don't get it within a day. Special Arena does not roll over, so make sure you log in to claim those rewards. So now in the Intercept page, at this point, after you beat chapter 16, getting into chapter 17, you will unlock Intercept EX. Now, this is going to be the main mode that you will be playing to increase their combat power level when you're stuck at the 160 wall, because what this game mode does is that it level locks you at 200. So even if you're at 160, it will boost your Nikkes up to level 200. So which is a good thing. Now, you want to be doing this every day so you could get your rewards. Now, it's essentially the same how you were clearing level S intercept stages. However, what you want to focus on is you want to make sure you're getting to stage 7 or that node 7 so you could get a chance to get company tier 9 gear. As you can see here, it's very important. We're going to be talking about that in a second. But you want to make sure that you are getting company tier 9 gear. Stage 7 is when you start accumulating company tier 9 gear. So it's very important that you try to score as high as possible, whether that is manual or auto. You want to do that. Another thing for Intercept EX stages is that the bosses are on a rotation. There are 5 bosses. So it is Modernia, Blacksmith, Chatterbox, the Train, and Gravedigger. Those are the 5 bosses that are on rotation. A new boss is in rotation every day, and then it will repeat after that. The easiest would be Chatterbox. That's probably the special intercept stage that you will clear first. And the hardest stage is the Train. Altensian, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it is the Train. The one thing that you do want to start aiming for is when you start to get to stage 9 and start clearing the intercept stage, that's when you start getting the custom module, or I just like calling it rocks because it looks like a rock. Whatever you want to call it, you want to start getting this. Stage 9 or defeating the special intercept boss stage will net you this. It is a drop that you will need to level up your company tier 9 gear, and you'll start be able to roll stats on your gear. Okay, so we're going to use both Summer Anise and Modernia as an example. So let's go to Summer Anise real quick because she is the unit that I am leveling up her company gear with. So as you can see here, this is Petra supporter gear. This is the gear that you want to level up. This is tier 9 company gear. As you can see right here, it gives a company right underneath the gear. You could also tell that because of the T up there. When you increase your tier company gear to level 5, you're given the option to overload the gear. To overload the gear, you need that rock that I showed you just a second ago. But overloading the gear allows you to roll stats on the company gear. Now we could go over here and we can go to Modernia. As you can see here, now opposed from Anisa's gear to Modernia's gear, an extra window has popped up where you could roll stats on the gear. Over here under change effect, if we go to probability info, these are the stats you can roll on the gears when you roll them. Now, if you want to reset the stats on a gear, you're going to have to use your custom modules or the rocks, whether it is you change the effects or if you want to reset the percentages, which is reset attribute. Since the EX Intercept stage level locks you, you will be increasing your skill level and your gear level, so your Nikkes can be stronger taking out the bosses. So that's very important since the Intercept EX stage level locks you. And the next thing that we'll be talking about will be unions. I did not want to talk about unions earlier because unions are a personal preference thing. What union you do want to join. I'm letting you know that you want to find a fairly active union so you could place high in union rates so you could go use your union currency in the union shop. This goes hand in hand with the liberation units. Let's just say guilty. In the case of guilty, or if you chose another Nikke, the way to get dupes off your liberation Nikke is through union raid currency. And then you could pick up the dupes in the union shop. As you can see, it is worth 15,000. I honestly would recommend getting the dupes rather than the batteries, but that's just me. You could do whatever, but I highly recommend you getting the dupes. So now that we're in the Arc tab, we could go to the Lost Sector. So through Lost Sector, you're able to get something called a Harmony Cube. Think of a Harmony Cube as an accessory or a relic. If you play MiHoYo games, think of them as a relic or an artifact. It's like an accessory slot if you play RPGs. Each cube gives a different buff. We could go to the Assault Cube right now. You don't have to worry about what Nikkes I have equipped it to the cube, but they do allow a small boost in stats. But what you want to pay attention to more is the buffs that it gives depending on the cube. To unlock more cubes, you will have to clear sectors. Some sectors are locked behind requirements like clearing this sector or getting to this point in the main story. So let's open up sector 20 because it has a cube. The final reward will have the cube in it. Usually when you click a sector, it'll tell you if there's a cube or not. I still do recommend clearing it because it's a prerequisite to do other sectors. And you actually do get a free 10 batteries depending on the stage to level up a cube. So I do recommend going as far as you can in Lost Sector. It's important. And you also get a little bit of goodies as well. You get core dust, you get blue tickets, and you get some credits. And then you get your exploration bonus right here, which is just another 500 gems. There's no reason to not complete it 100% because it just gives you more resources. This is where we're going to be ending this video. Sorry there wasn't a lot of information in this video, but we are coming towards the end of the beginner guide series. Chapter 5 that's going to encapsulate the activities that you'll be adding upon the activities you'll be doing around the 160 wall or a little after the 160 wall. Even though we're not covering a lot of information in this video, it is still just as important because of the special intercept stage, your special arena, your unions, and your lost sector. Also with your gears as well. The next chapter, chapter 6, will be the final video for the beginner guide series. That will be a longer video. It'll be discussing a lot of the aspects that you'll be doing when you get close to 200 or when you get past 200. So do look forward to that. So if you guys haven't done so already, please drop me a like, giving me a subscribe. Would greatly appreciate that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching the videos. I am very humbled that you guys are watching the videos. and actually commenting and liking. I didn't think anyone would want to listen to me, but you guys make it worth it. So thank you for taking your time to watch the videos. But until the next video, guys, thank you all for being here. Y'all have been awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye, 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 bye.